You have Meredith Darkmoon there on the left in orange and Pat McCrotch on the right in blue. Both of these guys are Deadeye or brawler skirmishers. Don't think we're going to be seeing a whole lot of melee action with them. Both of them being Deadeye, that is. It does appear though as Meredith missed that salvo. Pat McCrotch taking quite a bit of damage in this range battle. Now McCrotch is down to 50%. Now he's down to 25%. Not seeming to get his stats up just yet. And he pulls way out of there. Doesn't get his stats quite up as high as you would expect. He's still about 50% health now. He does manage to land his salvo there on Meredith. Misses the explosive shot though, misses a couple of arrow shots there. Misses another shot. Pat not landing a whole lot of shots here at all. Meredith is, oh, now he lands a couple there. Meredith got hit on that one pretty hard. Pat gets nailed with the salvo, dropping to 25% health. Hit with the explosive shot, just barely, I believe, there. Looks like Meredith might be trying to go in for a melee. Pat McCrotch down to 25% health. Yes, once again. And Meredith just continues to shoot those bow shots. Pat's down to about 1 or 2 hits now. Pat's down to 1 hit. Pat needs to do a transfer, needs to do a potion, needs to do something. And explosive shot there finishes Pat McCrotch off in the first match here. And here we go again. See if Meredith Darkmoon can finish Pat off once more and secure his place in the final match. Pat landed quite a bit of arrows here though, making a little bit of improvement over the previous match. Nice explosive shot there. Meredith misses his salvo. Meredith Darkmoon dangerously low on health now. He's about 2 hits, maybe 1 hit from down. He's 1 hit from down definitely now. Pat McCrotch just needs to land one, and there it is. Another explosive arrow finishes it off, putting us at 1-1. Pat McCrotch versus Meredith Darkmoon. That was a rather quick one right there. And we're off, starting the third and final matchup between these two guys. Again, it is 1-1 at the moment. And it is nothing but an archery battle between these two competitors. Meredith is just taking a little bit of damage there from that salvo, and now he follows it with his own salvo, landing on Pat McCrotch. Pat McCrotch going quite a bit more down on the damage from that salvo, followed by explosive shots. Another explosive shot, duplicate hits Pat in the back there just a little bit. Pat is down to 25%. Pat's about 2 hits from dead now. He needs to do something. He can drink a potion or something. I'm not sure why he's not drinking anything. Now he is definitely 1 hit from dead. He's got that shield out trying to block, but he's going to keep taking damage every time he gets pegged. Just managed to escape there, get a little bit of his health back. And Meredith is dodging back and forth, walks into the salvo. Pat McCrotch down to 1 hit now, once again. And Pat McCrotch going down. Meredith Darkmoon taking away the victory here, and obviously respecting his clanmate in the most appropriate of ways. See the result of that matchup, Meredith Darkmoon versus Pat McCrotch. Winner being Meredith Darkmoon taking away a 2-1 victory. Meredith, of course, winning the first match, and then Pat McCrotch winning the second, and then Meredith finishing it up with a 3rd round victory there. Meredith will advance on into the final battle. Pat McCrotch, I do believe, will be advancing on into the bronze match to go for 3rd place. Those competitors, you will be seeing who they will fight against, and it's the results of the next match we're going to be having here is Templar Bane versus Beautiful Disaster. Templar Bane on the left there in orange, a low life primalist. Beautiful Disaster on the right in the blue, a Slayer Barzar warrior. Beautiful Disaster is going to want to try to get as much burst damage done on Templar as quickly as possible to get this over with before Templar drags the match out and uses the primalist stats to his advantage. Beautiful Disaster just out of reach of landing some of those shots, but he pulls that polearm out. There's a little bit better reach there than that greatsword he was using previously. Again, he got that greatsword out. It's not quite in range. He might do better off just to keep that polearm out and keep doing those back shots as Templar runs away from him. Templar, you can remember, was in the previous day's match that lasted one of the matches which lasted a whopping 46 minutes or so. Those videos will be uploaded to YouTube soon. Templar Bane's about 25% health, well, 50% health. Beautiful Disaster maintaining 75% health. This whole fight has pretty much just been Beautiful Disaster chasing Templar around the arena and trying to get that burst damage on him to get him down. Which I think is going to be a majority of this matchup until Beautiful Disaster is running out of stats, at which points Templar can react and start doing some damage of his own. Templar's down to about 25%. Now he's about one hit left now. Beautiful Disaster's got to do one last swing. Maybe whip out that pole arm. Here goes that pole arm. He swings and a miss, unfortunately. Thought we almost had it there. Templar Blaine got his stats right back up there. And goes that Bastion buff of the Primalist. Doing a pretty good job of blocking here. Got a little bit lucky, I think, there as he dodged away from Beautiful Disaster when he was down to the one hit. Again, so far this whole match is being pretty much just dictated by the warrior there, Beautiful Disaster. Templar is throwing a couple of those Virtuous Wrath out there. That's really all he's got, though, as a Law Primalist. Yeah, he did manage to stat out a skirmisher in a previous match, though. Templar Bane down to about 2 hits now. Now he's down to about 1 hit or so. Goes that Healing Blast down, healing him and Beautiful Disaster to full. It's going to gain him help him a little bit more, though, as he was lower on health, and that spell only giving health. He's just going to try to whittle down Beautiful Disaster's stamina. Beautiful's got to maintain those transfers to keep his stats up. Might have to chuck a potion here or two just to make sure he does not get outstatted by this Primalist. Templar doing a pretty good job of blocking some of those shots. He's down, and once again, about 25% health. Beautiful Disaster got that greatsword out there. Yeah, it keeps hurting him a little bit because the Templar being just out of range of that greatsword reach. Apologize for that. I had a little bit of an itch. Templar back down to 25% health now, and whoa! I thought he recovered there. You guys. Templar goes down. I thought I got the Healing Blast off to heal himself just in time. Disaster currently 1-0 score in this matchup, winning the previous round. I think we're going to see a lot more of the same, though, in this matchup, in this fight here. And a lot of Templar kind of running around, trying to wait to get Beautiful's stats down. Beautiful trying to finish him off before that does happen. Templar taking a lot of back shots as he kind of runs straight there. Just trying to throw some damage in there on his own, but it's just such small damage against that dragon armor. See Beautiful, they're pulling his bow out and try to use the fact that he's outside of polearm and greatsword range to use that bow there to get some damage done. I think we just saw Beautiful drink a potion there, I think. A little hard to tell. Planting a couple of arrows there. Templar doing a pretty good job of kind of squirming around and avoiding those shots. Templar's down to 50% health, and he's going to throw that Healing Blast down. He's going to get 75% health back now. Templar nearly full health. There's that Bastion buff, gonna give him a little bit extra protection. Take a little bit less damage from this warrior here. It's not gonna be a whole lot of protection, unfortunately. Those melee strikes really hurting the Primalist. Templar down 25% health, just outside of that greatsword reach though. I think Beautiful needs to start switching to that polearm a little bit sooner, a little bit more often maybe, so he can avoid those greatsword reach issues he keeps having here. And there's that polearm swinging. He's just swinging. He's not seeming to connect a whole lot of those at the moment. There's a nice back shot right there. Templar might have been wanted to be a runner when he grew up, because that's pretty much all he's doing in this match at the moment. But if he does it long enough, he will outstat Beautiful. At which point he can turn the fight. It's just gonna, I think it's gonna be, unfortunately, it's gonna take quite a while for that to happen. And those healing blasts, again, they just they heal Beautiful every time that he gets close in there. If he stays right in there on top of that Primalist is going to have to do nothing but heal him too. And Warriors have no problem staying in melee range of any of their opponents. Comes that burst damage he's looking for. Templar down at 25%. Templar is dangerously low now. One hit, Templar is really low, and Templar goes down again. Beautiful Disaster, the winner in a 2-0 victory over Templar Bane. Beautiful Disaster will be advancing to the final match versus Merithus Darkmoon. Templar Bane will be going on into the bronze match, which is immediately following this one against that being Pat McCrotch. Following the bronze match, we will have the final match, and then we will have our closing ceremonies, as well as the quote mystery event. And we're gonna get things started really quickly here. Nice big Virtuous Wrath shoot out there immediately to land one good shot there on Pat McCrotch. And the Wall of Force. Let's get in here. I don't want to miss any of this action inside of this bubble here, as it's referred to. Pat McCrotch taking a little bit of a beating in here, melee style, from the Primalist. Interesting use here of the Wall of Force. Haven't seen it used a whole lot in this tournament. Makes it a little bit more difficult to stay here on the action for you guys, such close quarters. A lot of fighting going on here. That bubble about to go down though, and they're fighting a little bit back to what I think Pat excelled at, a little bit of ranged fight. And Pat lands a salvo there on Templar Bane. Or down to about 25% health now that we finished talking. Healing Blast that brings him back up to 25%. He dipped down dangerously low there. Explosive Arrow by Pat takes Templar going back down. You see that regeneration though off that Primalist there, just getting his stats up really quickly. I think that Healing Blast there hits both of our combatants. Templar 50% health is dropping down again. Pat 75% health. See the top of your screens there. Templar's going to probably throw another Healing Blast out here, probably hitting him and Pat as well. Just barely hitting Pat there, just tiny little tick there. Hit him at the edge of that AoE. Templar trying to land some Virtuous Wrath here. Another salvo lands there on top of the Templar. It's going to negate pretty much all of his regeneration and to tick his health down very slowly. Pat's getting a little bit beat up during those melee engagements. I think Templar might be waiting for that Wall of Force to be ready again. He's going to pop another one of those and hope that he can lure Pat in to just try to get some melee strikes on him. And use his regeneration to his advantage. Oh, now Pat drops down to about 25% health. Pat is getting dangerously low. Templar is at 50%, and Pat McCrotch goes down. Templar Bane hitting him with a Virtuous Wrath to end this one. We are 1-0 Templar Bane versus Pat McCrotch. Templar being there on the left in the orange, Pat McCrotch in the blue on the right, so Templar is now 1-0 in this best of 3. Pat's going to have to do a little bit better this time, try to stay out of that melee range, I think. Templar missing that first Virtuous Wrath there that he did land in the previous round. And that salvo, so easy to land there, I believe, on Templar. Templar going to go hide inside of his bubble here, try to lure Pat in and get you guys in here, get you guys the inside the bubble look. The fight going to progress a little bit away from the bubble here, after we did so much work to get inside of there and get that nice view. Both our combatants about 100% health, not really landing a whole lot of these ranged shots here. Templar getting a little bit of AoE strikes there on Pat, and he lands a nice Virtuous Wrath right in the front of Pat. But Pat follows it up with an explosive arrow, landing there on Templar. You could hear those arrows just pegging away at Templar, and a salvo lands on Templar as well. Pat McCrotch is almost at 50% health. Templar Bane is at 50% health now. His Healing Blast though takes him back to 75, which he gets shot again and drops the right back down to 50. Pat McCrotch getting dangerously low once again. He's going to get out of this. He's way too close there. He is way too close, making it easy for that Prime to land those shots on him. McCrotch 25% health. Templar Blaine is about 50. This is his arena though at the moment in this close quarters battle here. Templar Bane 25% health. Templar Blaine one hit, and then Templar Blaine goes down. So far we had Templar Blaine with a little bit of an upset victory there in the first match, and then Pat McCrotch getting a second round victory. So we are 1-1 as we go into the third and final bout here between these two guys. Both the Pat's about 75% health. Still anyone's game. That salvo lands on Templar. The Templar going to go inside that bubble again, try to lure Pat in. See if Pat falls for it, comes inside. Templar going to run out after Pat. Pat does not go in there, fall for that. He immediately pulls away from this. Says, no, not fool me once, not again. Both combatants about 75% health still. Templar Bane taking quite a bit of shots there, damage there from those arrows. There's an explosive arrow there. I guess negated by that Healing Blast. Pat doing a pretty good job of landing his arrow shots in this matchup. A little bit better than previous match versus Merithus. Ooh, a nice Virtuous Wrath there. Takes Pat McCrotch down to the same health as Templar there. Both of these guys at 50%. That salvo though, going to tick away at Templar's health there. Both these guys about 50% health. Not so sure Pat wants to get in that melee fight there with that Primalist. He's always going to pull that big polearm out and try a little bit of damage there. That Primalist. Primalist not equipped really to take a whole lot of the melee shots. Templar is down to about one hit. That Healing Blast they're going to bring him back in. Now he's back down to one hit again. I was down. I was saying corrected. He was at 2 hits, but now he was at 1 hit, and down he goes. And there we go. This is the best of 5 again. They had to win 3 matches to be declared the victor of our tournament today. Now, I do recommend you guys stay tuned after the event. There will be a ceremony as well as a mystery event. Both combatants about 25% health here. That warrior having a little bit more of the advantage here in the melee range of this match. As you can see, Merithus taking quite a bit of damage there. He does a nice salvo on Beautiful Disaster though. Merithus is down to under 50% health. Beautiful Disaster, if he gets in there close, he can pretty much keep the heat on there. Merithus lands a nice explosive shot, taking Beautiful Disaster down to 75%. Merithus is doing a pretty good job of using those skirm abilities to keep his distance. At the moment, though, he's got, unfortunately, stuck right in there in the range of that polearm. Beautiful landing a few of those polearm battles, those polearm strikes. That Greatsword not having quite the reach, not landing as many of those. Merithus is down to 25% health. He can sit back up there. See him doing those transfers, those stamina to, those stamina to health transfers there to get his health back up, as well as a heal self spell. Beautiful Disaster now taking a bit of a damage. You have to use some potion, maybe use a potion here, or get some transfers going. There goes some transfers, explosive shot there, taking Beautiful health down even farther. He's trying to get in there and close that gap and use those Slayer abilities to not only rip his opponent apart, but get some of his own health back. Beautiful Disaster down to 1 hit now. Beautiful Disaster is getting dangerously low. He's going to have to do a heal or something here. Meredith is trying to time out an explosive shot, I believe. Beautiful doing a pretty good job of blocking there. Beautiful Disaster going down. Beautiful Disaster goes down here, and it's best of 5. Looks like we're going to be going here again. Again, this is the best of 5, so you have to win 3 to get on. So this Meredith wins this one. It does not necessarily make Beautiful Disaster lose the final match. Meredith's doing a pretty good job there, getting those explosive shots off. He's going to have to try to keep distance here. The longer he stays away from Beautiful, the better off he's going to be. Beautiful taking on. Meredith's doing a pretty good job there of keeping that distance. Meredith's, Beautiful not landing to land any of those polearm strikes as he gets in there. You see all those arrows there sticking out of Beautiful's chest, just showing just how much he's getting hit with them. And another salvo lands on Beautiful. Beautiful going down dangerously low once again. But he finally gets in there and lands some of those melee strikes on Meredith, doing a pretty good job of tearing him up. Beautiful's down to 25% health now. Meredith is down to half. Beautiful's gonna have to get some stats up, maybe drink a potion, get his stuff going here. If he gets in there and closes that gap, he could do just as much damage though to Meredith and get Meredith down here too. Oh, now both of our competitors down to about 25% health, but Meredith is gonna dash away. Meredith's advantage here is to keep that range, and Beautiful's advantage here is to get right in there close, get right up in his face. Beautiful's down to 1 hit now. Beautiful 1 hit, and Beautiful goes down. That is 2. That is Beautiful is not out. Once again, I do repeat, Beautiful is not out of this. This is a best of 5, not a best of 3. And the third staff bolt's going to get us going. All eyes here on Beautiful Disaster to see if he can pull a victory out on this one and continue this fight. Let's get in there close. That's the skirm abilities, those dashing away. That's gonna make Meredith get an advantage here. If Beautiful could somehow get in and close that distance before Meredith casts those, so he can get Meredith to burn those off, that's where he's gonna get a little bit of advantage. Beautiful taking some hits here, about 50% health. If he can retreat back to that statue there, though, you see him kind of creeping back towards, he might be able to lure Meredith in here and use that statue to his advantage. And that's what he's going to be trying to do here. If you can get Meredith in here close, get some hits on him, and then get Meredith to burn those dash abilities, which Meredith burns them, but unfortunately, Beautiful burned his movement skills as well. Meredith is trying to land, I believe, an exploding shot here on Disaster. Does not manage to land it. Disaster making good use of this statue here. That salvo, though, got a big AoE. Going to do a little bit of damage here to Disaster. Trying to keep you guys in a good view here, keeping both our competitors on the screen. Apologize, it's a little bit dark back here in this corner of the arena. Disaster going to dodge out there. Meredith is going to just sit down. I think, yeah, Beautiful is going to pull that bow out, try to get some bow shots on Meredith. Unfortunately, Meredith's got the advantage here at the moment. This big flat arena is Archer's paradise. Beautiful getting out there, though. He's going to land a couple of good greatsword hacks on there on Meredith. If he can get Meredith pinned in a corner here, where Meredith can't just dash away, I think Beautiful might have a chance here of getting a kill off. Beautiful down 25%. He managed to get Meredith down to half health. Meredith is going to back away a bit, though. A little ring around the statue here. Beautiful, they're keeping his stats up, keeping that line of sight broken so that Archer can't, the skirmisher can't get those shots on him. Meredith is getting in dangerously close now. Now there's a chance, I think, for a Disaster to do some damage to him. There goes a salvo. Does land on Disaster. That's going to make some damage over time from that one. And here comes Disaster. He's going to try to pin Meredith back there in that corner. Going to tear some serious damage in there. Meredith's not taking a whole lot of damage, unfortunately. Explosive arrow there lands right on Disaster. Disaster's down to about 25% health. He's down to about 2 or 3 hits here. Unfortunately, this might be getting close to the end here. Beautiful Disaster goes down. Unfortunate to see opponent get all the way to the end here. Combatant to lose 3 times like that. Result of the match here. Meredith's Darkmoon winning the tournament. There in a 3-0 victory over Beautiful Disaster. Here you see Magna, our competitors there in 3rd place, Pat McCrotch. Right there on the left, you see Pat McCrotch getting his rewards from this tournament. From GM Magna there. The GM giving Pat McCrotch his Bon Voyage. And you have Beautiful Disaster showing off his muscles there. There you see Beautiful Disaster donning the mask he did just receive, I believe. Not sure what that mask is of. And then you see finally Meredith's Darkmoon there on the right, the bone scale. Meredith, of course, here being the winner of the tournament. Beautiful Disaster, you there, so just disappearing, receiving his mask. And you see the GM want to disappear off there into the sky from whence he came. See Meredith's Darkmoon there on the right. And we did have what appeared to be a GM there on the left. A wall of force being cast. And here comes a mount. And we do have a battle going. Looks like Meredith is not done quite yet, folks. He's got a fight here. Those of you watching the stream, get those people linked up in global chat. Get those guys back in here. We still have a match here. Meredith is not quite done yet. Do not have the health bars on this matchup. This was a little bit unexpected here. Meredith is fighting what appears to be an elementalist, I think. I do see the air and fire magics being thrown out there. Meredith is just dodging all over the place, trying to avoid all of this air magic coming at him. Perhaps he has angered the gods of Agon here with his victory, and Meredith goes down. Meredith is deemed unworthy in this matchup here. Oh, and there you go. There's the look at that mask there, you folks. That is the only one in the game, the Tassos mask. Meredith's Darkmoon duking it out with Tassos. And now we just have people just dropping in from the sky. Don't know who we have in here, folks. Just tons of people just falling out of the sky into a free-for-all here. I do believe that was Tassos. We saw Meredith fighting there, and him just making him just killing off Meredith and running for it. We do have some bodies accumulating here at the moment. I think that's Meredith there in the middle here. Got Primalist running around throwing up some revives. I'm not sure if this is this might have been the mystery event that battle with Tassos. And those are the Council of Elders clan in there. I'm not so sure how much of that I recorded. The recording was off. Hopefully I got the Tasso stuff in there. This is the Council of Elders clan here. Merithus Darkmoon did win the tournament today. And again, that is the end of the Burning Embers tournament here on Darkfall Unholy Wars. Merithus Darkmoon taking away the victory. Beautiful Disaster coming in second, and then third place going to Pat McCrotch. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Until next time, stay easy.